I was excited, and I was excited obviously for his family, but also to play with Joe because I think he's still a really, really good player. So, you know, I still think he can compete and at the highest level and have a good impact, a great impact for us. So it was a cool moment.
Rudy, the last couple of games have been a little rough. Do you think something, a gesture like that, just kind of helps guys see the bigger picture and maybe just?
Well, I mean, it's always important to have perspective. You know, a lot of things are bigger than basketball, and at the same time, we also all knew that Joe, like I said, you know, it's not like it's a charity. You know, it's like Joe can really have a great impact for our team and compete and bring intensity and make the right play offensively, and so we had no doubt about that. You know, so yeah, I thought it was a great gesture from coach.
Rudy, just for you guys tonight,
Thank you.
what was different? You know, what was there that was missing earlier this week in those games?
Sorry?
What was there tonight for you guys that was missing in
I
these
think
games earlier this week?
Urgency, ball movement too. I thought just the will to make the extra play, extra pass, the easy play for our teammates. We did that for 48 minutes tonight, and and it's contagious. And it shouldn't, but it does really impact our defense too. I feel like we're really connected on both ends of the floor, and our defensive intensity was, our level got up throughout the game. And I thought it was really, really good and really fun. When we compete like we did tonight, it's fun to be a part of.
You guys doubled them up on assists tonight, 40 to 20. Are you working on those passes, those no looks that you're dishing out to your teammates, and how's that process work?
You can't teach that. So you either get it or you don't. But no, I always love to pass, and I think, for me to just, be in the right position and then make the right read, it's been really important, and it's been great for our team. So I try to be consistent with that, finding the balance between being aggressive, but also, when the defense collapses, making the right play. And like I said, I think it's contagious. When I do it, Ant does it, Julius does it, then obviously Jaden, Akir, or Dante, all these guys just, know that they're gonna, if they're open most of the time, we're gonna get the ball, and it's kind of like we get our flow going, and we get more connected. So it's it's never always gonna be perfect, right? It's a game of imperfections, but if we can do it the majority of the time and have the intention to do that, I think we're a much better team and we're much harder to game plan against.
You guys aren't running as much pick and roll this season. Do you feel like if there's a game where it's like an area that you could take advantage of the opponent, that you guys could hammer that for a game and go to it over and over again?
For sure. I still think it's one of our best weapons, especially obviously with me on the floor. Regardless of who we play, regardless of the coverage, I think it's a great weapon with the type of talent that we have on the perimeter. But at the same time, we don't want to milk that the whole game. I think when we also play open and also with Julius, just swing the ball, play with movement, play with force. It's also a great balance, and it's also really hard to guard. So, like I said, the most important thing is to keep our flow. Try to stay away from sticky situations, even though they're gonna happen at times, but try to limit those.
You played out of the corner a little bit in the fourth quarter. You were standing in the corner. Like, is that something that you feel like you could do? I think in the one play, you jumped like a dunker spot.
For sure. I think the corner spacing can work. There's a lot of things that I can do from there. Whether it's cutting, crashing. There's one thing that I have to show, but I haven't done it yet. But then there's some other things that, just playing DHO, and there's a lot of great things that can happen from the corner, and I think it's confusing for the defense a little bit. Sometimes, they're like, should we leave him, should we respect him or not? A lot of times they won't respect me, but that means that if I get it, you know, and I go DHO, that means no one's going to be there to guard that screen. So it's also, I think it can be interesting to do it more and more.
Rudy, kind of going off of generating flow. Second quarter, you guys kind of fell into some turnover issues late in the quarter, but kind of raised your level and became sharper after that. How do you generate flow and kind of get things rolling when you're?
I think just playing with force and making the right play. You know, don't try to force, you know, things, and it's a balance between being aggressive and yeah, making the right play. You know, when you feel like the defense is collapsing, kick it out. You might not get an assist, but you get an advantage. So then it's on your teammate to use that advantage. And I think that's we show that we can be that team, you know. And when we do, our offensive efficiency just goes up, you know, and our defense get better too.